Nice-looking bunch of wild horses you've got down there, Benson.
Yeah, we need them, too. Aunt Millie sold most of our good saddle stock. I guess you know why.
I know. But she didn't have to do that. Not to pay the interest on my note. I would have waited.
Well, Aunt Millie weren't taking any chances.
Do you expect to break enough of those horses down there to use in time for the roundup?
You bet we do. We aim to ship our cattle on the same train with yours in time to meet that note.
I hope you make it.
Thanks.
Turn the stallion loose. Hey, look down there.
It's that stallion again. That's the third time he scattered that band.
It'll take us a week to get them all together again. That stallion ought to be shot.
What's the idea, Benson?
Since when did you become a wild horse killer?
That horse is an outlaw.
Just because you or none of the rest of us have been able to get a rope on him doesn't make him an outlaw.
That's what you think. Too bad about the horses. So long.
The longer the better, I say. That stallion has scattered those horses from here to the Escalante River. Boy, can he run. I'd sure like to own him. Me too.
Who wouldn't? I'd just like to see the man that could lay a hand on that animal.
Yeah.
Like me, you wild one. You like blue sky, prairie, you free. You want to see all your kind free, run range. No trust cowboy, they put saddle on you, no free.
Where's all them horses you went after, Curt Benson?
Didn't get him, Aunt Millie.
Don't tell me you couldn't find anything as big as a band of wild horses.
Oh, we found them all right.
Yeah, and so did the stallion.
I suppose he scattered the herd as usual.
Sure did, as usual. But I'll get my rope on him one of these days. Wait and see.
By the time you do, Curt Benson, you and the rest will be out of a job. Well, no use jawing here. Come on, get washed up, all of you, and come into grub. And you, Benson, get some wood.
Well, I guess I might as well fetch the wood.
Did you know that Aunt Millie stands a good chance of losing this ranch?
Yeah, I know it.
And you know she sold all her cow ponies because you said you could corral and break in enough wild horses to make the roundup. Well, no horses, no roundup. No cattle, no money. No money, no ranch. Well, what are you going to do about it?
I don't know. But I do know one thing. Tom Larsen's not going to take over this ranch, note or no note.
The law says he can.
Maybe. Maybe not.
You did a nice job, Wolf. That stallion sure works well. You know, I was with Benson when those wild horses got away. He has no idea that we're working to keep him from getting them.
He may not have right now, but he will.
Who's going to tell him?
The Indian, Little Bear,
Little Bear?
caught sight of us just as we turned the stallion loose.
Well,
Oh, and another thing. You know that new man you hired about a month ago, Johnny Adams?
yeah?
Well, he refused to ride with us.
Why?
Said he didn't like the way we did things. Was going to quit. If anybody wanted to know why, he'd tell them.
If Adams talked, someone might go to jail. One of us might even swing.
Yeah. Looks like we ought to get rid of that Johnny Adams. Permanent-like.
Come in the house. I'll tell you how we'll get rid of both of them.
What's on your mind, Little Bear?
You no catch wild horses.
How do you know?
Me see, men make circle around stallion. You drive horses in canyon. Men, that stallion go away. Soon, no wild horses.
Are you sure? Who were the men?
Not sure yet. Go look at man's horses, then sure. Come back, tell you.
Thanks, Little Bear.
Vincent! Listen, I have an idea how we might get enough money to help Aunt Millie. Well, that is, if they hold a stockman's horse race this year, are they?
Sure they are. Every year. The posters are up in town right now about it. Why?
Aunt Millie's old horse Rowdy won twice in a row, didn't he?
You sure did.
Well, he might win again this year if he is in it. When you go into town tomorrow, why not enter him?
I might just do that.
Where'd that Indian get to?
Headed for the barn, I think.
Well, we don't have to look for him. Only Johnny Adams.
Well, he's in the bunkhouse packing up his gear.
You take care of the Indian. I'll pay off Johnny Adams.
Howdy, Breezy. Howdy, Benson.
Looks like everybody came to town the same day to enter their horses for the stockman's race.
Oh, they ain't here for that. They're all just trying to figure why Little Bear shot and killed that cowboy, Johnny Adams, out on Lawson's Bar 6 Ranch last night.
Say that again, Breezy.
Can't you hear good, Benson?
Sure I can hear, but I can't believe Little Bear would kill anyone.
Well, looks like you did all right.
There must be some mistake.
Well, if there was a mistake, it was made by the Indian. Come inside. I want to show you something. This was Adams' gun. One shot fired. The shot that got Adams.
Doc told me to give you this, Breezy. It's the slug they just took out of Johnny Adams.
Thanks.
A dumdum. Well, I'll be...
That's funny.
It sure is. Who found Adams?
Wolf Norton and the boys on Lawson's ranch. They found him out back of a corral dead. They said Little Bear was sleeping off a trunk a few feet away, and Adams' gun was sticking in his waistband. Wolf brought in the gun. We went back out to pick up Little Bear, but when we got there, the Indian had plumb got away.
Well, these are all 45s, but I'll bet you this slug didn't come from that gun. The guy that's low enough to use one of these wouldn't have just one. All 6 would be that way.
That's what I figure. But how are we going to find the 45 that slug come from? Nearly everyone around here totes that caliber.
Except Little Bear. He doesn't even own one. And as for the Indian being drunk, we both know he doesn't drink.
Where are you going?
See if I can find Little Bear. He happens to be a friend of mine. Oh, Breezy.
Huh?
Keep what we think to ourselves, huh? Howdy.
Howdy.
Stockman's annual race to be run over same course as last year. All entries and money must be in judges' hands 1 hour before race time.
What are you doing here? Don't you know there's a posse out looking for you?
Where would man look for Little Bear? Not in town, out in hills.
Did you kill Johnny Adams?
No, me went to Lawson Ranch to find out about horses. Remember?
Yeah.
Me find horses in Larsen barn, same horses that me see when men have Stallion out in canyon. But someone must see me, 'cause something hit me here. Next, me wake up, see dead man, mouth tastes full of firewater.
That accounts for the story you were drunk. It's easy enough to pour liquor down a man's throat when he's knocked out. What next?
That's all me know. Now, men say Little Bear kill Adams. Everybody look for me. Me do nothing.
Now, look, you just stay right here and keep your eyes open. When you get a chance, go to Aunt Millie's ranch. We'll hide you there. Thanks for finding out about those horses for me. I think I know who our enemy is now. That was Larsen and his gang. Don't let them get sight of you.
Howdy, Mr. Collins. Been aiming to ride over and see you. Just wondering if you're going to be able to pick up that note of yours on time.
When my note falls due, Tom Larsen, that's the day you can come over and ask if I can meet it.
I hope you have the money. But if you don't, I sure can use that curly-Q spread of yours.
Forget about the curly-Q spread, Larsen. You're never going to get your hands on that place. And another thing. The next time I try to round up a herd of wild horses, I won't need any help from you.
What's he talking about?
I think you know.
When you accuse Wolf, you accuse me, Benson.
If you want to do something about it, this is your chance.
Hold it, Benson! We don't want no more killings. One's enough. What's this all about?
Something you wouldn't understand, Breezy. But Mr. Larsen does, and it better not happen again.
Come on.
If you'd have kept out of this, Breezy, I'd have had shells out of both of those guns. And I'll bet you one of them's loaded with dum-dums.
Which one?
That's the question.
You're mighty quick on the draw, Curt Benson. So was my husband, till he met up with someone who was quicker. So I take chances.
Pays to gamble once in a while. But there's one thing we can't gamble on, and that's having the money to meet Larsen's note.
Slim chance of us getting it now.
I'm starting to round up your cattle. I'll get horses and men from the IXL to do it.
You're not forgetting that there's snow up there in those hills. Most of my cattle will be hid out.
Well, snow or no snow, we're going out after every bit of stock we can find with your brand on it, Aunt Millie. Starting right now.
You remember I said that Indian seen us? Well, he told Benson. That's why Benson made that remark.
Yeah. And something else adds up. The fact we caught the Indian prowling around the barn looking at our horses.
We ought to do something about Mr. Benson.
What are you waiting for?
Nothing.
Just in case you got any ideas about taking a second shot at me, my advice would be, don't.
What makes you so touchy? Why jump me?
What'd you trail me out here for and try to bushwhack me?
I didn't want to get it like Johnny Adams got it. How do I know you ain't the guy that got him?
Do I look like Little Bear?
Well, I didn't see you or Little Bear or anybody else. I only heard somebody up on that rock, and I wasn't taking any chances.
Keep away from me and you won't be.
Curt Benson has ridden in here 3 times to see how soon shall be ready. You mean he rode in here 3 times just to say howdy to you? You like that foreman of mine, don't you, Ellen? Who wouldn't? You aim to marry him sooner or later, don't you? Well, that would be one way of keeping a good foreman on the ranch, Aunt Millie.
Who's that?
Oh, most likely Mark and Laramie.
Hey, boss, I got some news for you.
What is it?
Old Millie Collins jumped the gun on us. She's got all her gang and some of the IXL boys out rounding cattle ahead of time.
How big a herd are they rounding up?
When we left, they never had many more than about 100 head that we could count.
She won't have that many tomorrow. You boys ever see a stampede?
Well, I did once. Took us a month to get those crazy cattle back in line, and then we didn't get some of them.
They've only got 2 weeks before those cattle have to be loaded.
She won't have any cattle aboard that train. Not when we get through with it.
You go tell the rest of the boys. Stop over at the cookhouse and tell them we're having an early supper. You men are working tonight.
Suits me.
Are you coming out to enjoy the fun with us tonight?
No. You can tell me about it.
You like to look into fire and see things? What do you see?
Oh, all the things that I want to have come true.
Like what?
Like, Rowdy winning the race.
That'd be a miracle.
Don't you believe in miracles?
Sometimes.
Well, what do you see in the fire?
Oh, I can see more than Rowdy winning the race. I can see a fire in our own little fireplace, way up in the hills of Utah.
By Curt Benson, that sounds just like a song. How about singing one? That's what I've been waiting to
Okay,
hear.
good idea. Get me a chord, Blackie, will you? Let me ride down the canyon when the purple shadows fall in the hills of Utah, where the Colorado winds its way. Let me dream by a campfire to the lonely Lobo's call in the hills of Utah. Let me stay. I long to hear again a Waddy's friendly hello. Come on and ride, cowboy. And when I see again the Waddies I used to know, there I'll abide, cowboy. Let me live where my heart is, where the white-faced cattle roam in the hills of Utah, my home. I long to hear again a Waddy's friendly hello. Come on and ride, cowboy. And when I see again the Waddies I used to know, there I'll abide, cowboy. Let me live where my heart is, where
the hills of Utah, my
Oh, I feel better. A good song and a good dinner. Come along, Ellen. We'll be heading for home. Blackie, how about checking over that team in the buckboard? Ellen and me ain't gonna walk, you know.
All right. You better let me get my coat for you. You're liable to get cold going home.
Oh, I won't need it.
Ellen, are you coming with me or ain't you?
Yes. Good night, boys.
Good night.
By any chance, you ain't aiming to marry the boss's niece, are you?
That's kind of what I've been figuring on.
Ah, well, I ain't got no time for women anyhow.
Dovey, you and Idaho go over to Cedars and watch the cattle. Steve, you and Blackie come with me. We're heading for home, huh? We can cut across country and save a few miles.
What? You mean you're not going to follow the road and keep company with Miss Ellen?
Now, would you, Steve, if you had to talk to her and at the same time?
I don't know. I guess.
Hold it.
I wonder who they are.
Don't look like they're up to any good.
I don't have to have but one guess to know who they are and where they're going. Let's get back to herd.
They'll be chasing those steers for a week.
Well, it's no use, boys. Harder we run them, the farther they'll go.
Yeah. Hey, there goes one of the raiders now.
Luke Harris. You work for Lawson on the Bar 6. Well, here's where we have a showdown with that outfit. Right now.
How'd it go?
We sure stampeded that curlicue outfit. If I'm not mistaken, they're right behind us.
That was not a smart move.
Even so, they can't prove that we ran their steers off.
But if they show up here, it means a fight, and you know it. Mark, take the horse to the barn and rub them down.
Where in thunder are they going?
Lawson's Bar 6 outfit stampede their cattle. Benson's calling for a showdown, and I'm getting some extra ammunition.
One of us has to get to town and get the law out here quick. I'll go for Breezy. Steve, you tell Curt Benson to go slow. Ellen's gone for the law.
I'll tell him.
They were right behind you.
Just as I thought. Here they come.
Now, take it easy. Let me do the talking first.
Get away from that gunslinging foreman of yours, Lawson, unless you and me have a talk.
I can hear you, Benson. Say your piece.
Wolf Norton and your boys stampeded our cattle tonight. What have you got to say about it?
This.
That sent them on their way.
No, they're taking cover. Now we're in for it.
Then we'll smoke them out of there.
Wolf opened up this little party.
Yeah, we'll see how good he is at closing it.
Breezy,
What in Sam Hill are you doing in town this time of night, Ellen Collins?
Lawson's Bar 6 men just stampeded Aunt Millie's herd.
Huh?
Benson and the boys went over to Lawson's to try to settle a score. You gotta do something, Breezy.
I'll say I do.
Where you going, Breezy?
Get me some deputies and my horse at the same time.
It's Breezy and a couple of deputies.
Yeah, looks like Ellen Collins is with him. Hold your fire.
What's going on here, Benson?
Call Lawson out and let him deny what I'm going to accuse him of in front of you.
Lawson? This is the law talking. Come out or I'll have to come in.
Glad you got here, Breezy. Looks like the curlicue boys had gone hog wild.
What do you expect us to do, laugh when somebody stampedes our cattle?
You mean I stampeded your cattle? You've been accusing me of a lot of things, Benson. Where's your proof?
We caught your man Luke Harris during the raid.
Luke don't work for me anymore. I caught him putting his brand on my beef.
Don't look like you got any evidence here, Benson. I can't do anything unless you swear out a warrant. Want to do that?
No. We'll settle this our own way.
Seeing as how it was your ranch that got shut up, maybe you'd like to swear out a warrant for Benson.
I guess not. We'll handle it our way.
Too bad we can't find some of the lead that was fired our way tonight.
Yeah, but you're lucky none of it found you.
You're angry because I went after Breezy.
Why did you?
To save you, Curt Benson.
I'm trying to save the ranch for Aunt Millie. Well, maybe it's a good thing Breezy stopped us when he did. Let's head for home.
Hey, Steve. Look at that Indian. He's so grateful to Benson for standing by him, he won't even let him saddle his own horse.
Now listen to me, Benson. Don't think I ain't appreciating all you and the boys have been trying to do for me. But this ranch ain't worth having you fellas all shot up. If I can't meet my note and Tom Larsen takes over, that'll be it.
You stop worrying, Aunt Millie. We'll find a way to meet that note. You wait and see.
It'll be a miracle if you do.
Maybe I believe in miracles. Right now, I'm counting on Aunt Millie's old Rowdy horse performing the miracle by winning that stockman's race.
I might feel we had a chance if Tom Larsen wasn't running that 3-year-old of his. Rowdy can't outrun him, and I'm not fooling myself. Oh, on your way, see if you can round up any of them cattle. 50 head would be better than nothing.
All right, Aunt Millie. Look, little bear, I appreciate your saddling up for me, but I'd feel a lot better if you'd keep out of sight.
Get tired, hide in barn all time. Where you go today?
Up in the draw?
You look for Stallion?
No, we're going to look for those cattle Lawson's men ran off last night. I wouldn't mind finding that stallion and putting my rope on him. Might be the answer to a big problem. Might even turn out to be a miracle. Well, there's a few head down there.
Yeah, but that ain't enough to do any good.
Well, Dobie, you and Steve and Idaho take in Navajo Valley. Blackie, you come with me.
What are you stopping for?
Look there at the mouth of the draw. See those horses?
Yeah, I see him.
Now, just beyond him, standing all by himself.
The Stallion. You've seen him. If you get your rope on him, he's your horse. I'll try to keep him headed your way.
What are you doing up here, little bear? Didn't I tell you to keep under cover?
Don't you know if Lawson gets sight of you, he'll turn you over to the sheriff?
Me know that. Me know you want Stallion. Know you come to get him.
Right now, that stallion means a lot to a lot of people.
Maybe Aunt Millie?
More to her than anybody.
Ah.
You know it is, Little Bear.
Then your stallion. Drop rope. You want stallion?
More than anything else right now.
You put saddle on, make cow pony?
That's not what I'm thinking of.
Well, how do you like that?
I like it.
Breezy.
Huh?
The barn door.
Uh-huh. Come on out, Little Bear. Come out, I'll come in there and get you. This is the sheriff talking. Did you know that Little Bear was hiding out here on the curfew?
If anyone had asked me before, I'd have told him. Yes.
Hiding a killer, huh?
I'm not so sure of that.
I'm gonna have to lock you up, Little Bear. Let's get going.
Me talk to friend. Loan. That's an excuse to make a run for it.
That's what you'd do, Wolf. Run. Little Bear will be back with me.
Your word, Benson?
You've got it.
You come, now. Him, your friend now. But no put saddle. Me, get pony.
Remember the law, Breezy. A man's innocent until he's proven guilty. So don't let anything happen to Little Bear.
What do you mean by that happened to him?
This, Lawson. There better be no necktie party on the way in, because if there is, you won't live to collect on that note.
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I lost my temper.
I guess you did.
Got a knife?
Yeah. Why waste your time digging after that slug?
I've got an idea this slug came from the same gun that killed Johnny Adams.
Yeah, but you can't prove it.
When I get this out, I'll have the proof. When I get in the saddle, turn him loose. Let him go. I might as well try to ride greased lightning and stay on that stallion.
Well, guess it's my time now. Here I go. Here I come!
Oh. I don't know why I'm laughing when today, the day of the stockman's race, my horse Rowdy goes lame and we can't run him.
Yeah, it's bad. He was your only hope, too.
I'll say he was. He won twice before, just when we need every dollar we can get our hands on.
Well, there's no reason why we shouldn't go into town and see the start and finish of the race, is there, Aunt Millie?
No. Be interesting to see who really wins it. I hope Tom Larsen don't. Come on, let's get ready. Fine bunch of wranglers I've got. Not one of you can stay half a minute in that stallion. Take a bigger man than any of you to ride him.
You're wrong, Aunt Millie. It takes a little man, and he's in jail.
Well, maybe someone could ride him without a saddle. Maybe he just hates saddles.
What was it little bear said? No put saddle?
Blackie, get that saddle off of him.
Do you want to try breaking your neck?
Look, Aunt Millie, Tom Larsen gave you notice that if you couldn't meet that note by sundown today, the day it's due, he's taking over the ranch, right?
You know it is.
You like to gamble. Well, so do I. Sometimes I believe in luck, sometimes in miracles. If what I've got in my mind can be worked out, we're going to have both today, luck and a miracle.
Don't believe in neither.
But you do believe in taking chances. Well, look, you haven't got enough money to meet that note. But what you have got would make an awful good bet at 3-1.
Why, us on the one end?
Because we're running the dark horse.
What dark horse?
The stallion there.
That stallion's going to look awful silly, running a race without a rider.
Now, don't you worry. I'll have a rider on him.
I see old Millie Collins over there. What horse she running?
She ain't. Benson entered her old Rowdy horse, but he's been scratched.
Oh. Howdy, Mrs. Collins. I just heard your old Rowdy horse is scratched. Kind of ruins your chances for making a killing this year. And I was hoping to run against you.
You're going to. Aunt Millie's entering a dark horse, and he could win.
Yeah? Well, I got $1,000 that says he can't yet. Your note for $3,000. I'll put that up, too.
I'll take that. Give your bet to Judge Thompson. I'll do the same.
Kind of a shame to take your ranch and your money, too.
You ain't got neither yet. Now, get.
Why, sure.
Look what you got me into, Ellen.
The curlicue bunch just brought a horse in.
Are you sure that stallion can run?
Oh, like a streak. Put your money on him, and I'll get his rider.
Where is he?
In jail on a murder charge. Don't let that worry you. Howdy, Breezy.
Howdy, Benson.
Say, I got a favor to ask of you.
Sure. Come on in.
Judge, here's a note for $3,000 and $1,000 cash I'm placing on my horse to win.
All right, Tom.
I'm placing my money against Tom Larsen's horse.
Fine.
What's the name of your horse?
Miracle Boy. That's what I need to beat you, Tom Larsen. A miracle.
There's no doubt, Benson, but the bullet that killed Johnny Adams came from the same gun that fired this one at you.
Then arrest Larsen and turn Little Bear loose.
Can't do that without an order from the judge. He's not in court today. He's out there on the stand judging the horse race.
That's what I've been trying to tell you, Breezy. And Millie stands to lose her ranch unless she can get enough money to pay off that note to Tom Larsen. This horse, the only horse that can do it for her is a wild stallion. The only one that can ride that stallion is Little Bear behind those bars.
Well, never did like Larsen no how anyhow.
Do you or do you not let Little Bear loose so he can ride in the race?
Well, now, if Little Bear was to get out of there, and I didn't know, or I wasn't conscious of the fact, I couldn't do nothing about it. Now, could I?
I hate to do this to a pal, but... Come on, Little Bear, you're a free man. Get aboard that stallion and ride like you never rode before. Well, come on, they're going to the starting line.
No ride, Stallion.
But he hasn't got a saddle on him.
No ride. Stallion, your horse. Me, no ride.
Look, I know he's my horse. I put my rope on him first. But I'll give him to you if you'll only ride and win this race. It's for Aunt Millie. She's counting on you. Will you, Little Bear?
You say if me win, you give Stallion?
I sure will.
Me ride.
Good.
Boss, this horse handles like a kitten.
You see that he purrs all the way around. Comes across that finish line a winner.
I'm not worried if you're not.
I'm not worried. Only I'd like to get a look at that miracle boy that Millie Collins dug up.
Bring your horses to the starting line. Bring your horses to the starting line. You have exactly 5 minutes before the race.
Where's Benson? Where's the horse and the man that's going to ride him?
Now, you know the way the race is to be run, Little Bear.
Me know. Me see race every year.
Good. Now, there's only one place to be careful for. After you make that turn and start through the rocks, don't let them crowd you into a pocket. Because if you do, you're liable to pile up and kill yourself and your horse both.
Last call. Bring your horses to the starting line. 1 minute to go.
What you waiting for? Why don't you get to the starting line? Let others go first. Me follow. Me no road. You see.
Get on your mark.
That was Little Bear. And that horse he's riding is the Wild Stallion.
You bet it's the Wild Stallion. He's my horse. My foreman roped him and give him to me.
So that's your miracle boy.
You bet it is.
Hey, did the race get going?
The Indian's gonna wait for you, Sheriff.
I know it. Well, ain't you going after him now that he gets back to town?
Well, if the law won't act, I will. Bring that Indian in. Get her a line.
Wait a minute. Nobody's leaving town till the stockman's race is over. And when the race is over, I got some business with you, Mr. Larsen.
wild horse should be disqualified. He isn't a stockman's horse.
There ain't no rule again that. Aunt Millie entered that horse, and if he wins, I'm paying over the stakes. That's the way I run my court, and that's the way I'm running this race.
Come on. You fellas will get away from the starting line here. You understand? Come on over here with me. Here they come!
Jeff, explain why you're holding Wolf and Larsen.
Judge, I've been holding the wrong man in jail. Larsen, hand me that gun you've got under your vest and hand it out butt first. Drop it.
Explain this, Sheriff.
Benson here can explain it better than I can.
One of Lawson's hands, Johnny Adams, knew too much about Lawson's business and the way he did it. To keep him from talking, Lawson shot him using a dumdum bullet. We couldn't prove it because we couldn't find the gun that fired that type of bullet. He accused Little Bear and framed him. Then Lawson made the mistake of firing a bullet at me. We dug it out of the barn door. That bullet matches the bullets out of this gun.
Dum-dums. All of them.
Lawson took his own medicine.
Bitter medicine, I call it.
Why did we ride out here?
Tell her, Little Bear. Benson, give me Stallion. Keep his word. Me, promise Stallion. He win race, he go free. Little Bear, keep his word.